I know it's been a while since I have actually released a video to y'all or a vlog or any of that. Actually, I think my last vlog that I had posted was me initially doing my orientation for nursing school. And let me tell y'all, this is going to be a first semester wrap up. And if y'all know anything about 2020, it has not been a very good year all around. But let me just start with saying, how are you guys doing? It is Sunday, December 27th, you guys. We are almost done with 2020. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Got my claws back on. I miss them dearly. But yeah, your girl had some positives and some negatives with her first semester, and I'll just start by getting this out of the way. No, I did not successfully complete all of my first semester classes for the nursing program. It is disappointing. I have accepted it. It is well with my soul right now. And the reason for that is because I did reapply for the nursing program. See, oh my gosh, I feel like I should do a sit down, but I don't want to do a sit down. I want to start editing this and get on the right track for 2021. So this is why I'm doing this car vlog while I am on my way to grab me some lunch before I have to be work this evening, and get this stuff started the way I want to get it started. So this may not be its own entity of a video. It may just be included in my weekly vlog. If y'all want a more in-depth explanation of why things happen the way they happen, which honestly, I can't place blame besides myself, or just I made poor choices. That's ultimately what it boils down to. It's about, let's see, 2 o'clock. So yeah, again, I'm gonna do this in my car while I'm eating. I'm gonna try not to smack. But yeah, I did not pass pharm, number one, and I did not pass my skills class, which kind of felt like fundamentals when I look back on it, because it almost seems like the information went hand in hand, but it just wasn't good. Y'all, I'm rolling up to this McDonald's. Yes, I'm getting me a large fries and a Coke, because that's really what I want. And put like 4 cars just pulled in like right when I was pulling in. So yeah, again, didn't pass my skills, didn't pass my pharm. Like, I was off by 1% for my skills. And yes, that is disappointing AF. But I felt like even if I passed with the 80% that I needed to pass with, you guys, I felt like I would be cheating myself out of my education, because the next semester we have to build upon the stuff we learn in the first semester. So I'm not disappointed, yes, but at the same time, I'm kind of grateful. Okay, I'm back. So, oh God, I can't remember what I was saying. Okay, so yeah, I didn't, as disappointing as failing the class was, even by the 1%, I was totally fine with the fact that I needed to repeat it, because again, we would be building on top of the stuff that we already learned this semester, and I do not want to feel like I'm behind. The same goes with pharmacology, because I've heard a lot from my classmates that usually pharm isn't introduced until like the 2nd or 3rd semester of nursing programs, but for whatever reason it was introduced into our first semester. So we have that issue. And I'll tell you how I knew that I was gonna fail my skills class. I ended up having, because I was already told by my farm teacher that even if I aced my last exam, I wouldn't be able to pass farm. And I accepted that. But she highly recommended that I finished out the semester strong, finish my assignments, and even follow through with the exam, the final, which was fine. Totally fine. I was like, okay, cool. I'll do it. It's whatever. But the same day that I had my final exam for farm, I had, oh shit, excuse my language, y'all. I had an exam for my skills, and this was the 5th exam because we had an additional, which would have been a final comprehensive. So with that being said, I don't know what exactly happened that particular day on top of, I guess, scratch that. I do know. I think my mind was just too full. And by that I mean I had the farm final, I had a skills exam, and then I had my Foley check off on top of it. So when I tell you that I don't feel like I had test anxiety, but I definitely had some sort of anxiety going on, it was a bit much for your girl. So I'll just say that. We'll just go with that. That's can be the only way I can explain it, because even after I took my skills exam and it was my turn to do my Foley check off, I literally, like, I think my instructor could tell that I was a bit stressed, and she asked me if I wanted a couple extra days. And there was a reason behind that, because I actually missed the demo for the Foley, and you know, there was just so much going into play, and I said yes, I would greatly appreciate it. So for some reason, I just had this sinking feeling that I did not do well on that exam, and I knew that it was just too much for me. And I even went and cried in my car after the day was over with, because I knew, I was like, I effed up on this exam. And I will tell you how I effed up. I'll tell you that the same mistake that I made with exam, I believe it was 3, is the same mistake that I made with exam 5. And it was not labeling my units of measurements for my calculations, my dosages. And that's what made me fail the 3rd exam and the 5th exam in skills. And when I tell you I saw my score, by then I had already cried it out, so it was a disappointment, but at the same time, I had already came to terms with it. So fast forward to my final skills exam, you know, I had already knew I wasn't going to pass. I had already spoke to the instructor, and she kind of already had gave me a little heads up that even if I aced that exam, I wouldn't have been able to pass it. And that was fine. So the nice thing, I don't want to say the nice thing, because yes, spring semester is coming up, but no, I won't be moving forward with that. There were 9 people waitlisted for the spring semester, so in order for me to get in for spring, literally 10 people would have to drop the program, and then I'd have a way to get in. But there were 3 open slots when I had spoke to the advisor and had made her aware that I knew that I wasn't going to pass my skills or my farm. And she was like, go ahead and reapply. She was like, you have your everything that you need already in, so all you need to do is just go in and reapply for the program. And I did. And a couple of days ago, I had received an alert that I had been accepted into the program. So yay me, I'm back in, and literally the plus side to this is I only have to focus on farm and skills. And I literally, you guys, because I had already knew that I was going to fail those 2 classes, I had already printed out everything from both classes. So there's a binder for skills and there's a binder for farm. I've kind of been going through just reading things here and there, because the program doesn't start until fall of 2021. So a minor step back for a major comeback. Totally fine with that. I aced my fundamentals, passed my clinicals. So those were the plus factors of that semester. And, you know, the deal with that is I physically know that I am able to physically do the work. I mean, I had my instructor she was like, I know you can do this. She's like, you just got to get the technical stuff down. So that's it. I don't think, I recorded little miniature vlogs throughout the semester. I just never edited them. And I don't think I'm even going to go back and do that, because I'm just going to put this out, start anew, and go on with my business, go on about my business, and carry on through spring and summer and get myself mentally prepared for next fall. So 2020 has been a year of devastation for a lot of people, with COVID, with loss of family members. My fiance's brother was badly hurt, and he's in California. He had another family member that was in California. We had a extended family member on my stepmom's side who was hospitalized with COVID. And then shortly, a couple of weeks later, her husband was hospitalized. And I'm telling you guys, it has been a year that I just can't even. And I go on my Facebook timeline and all I see is loss around me, and it is very depressing. It is very sad, and it is very hard to constantly hear something is happening to somebody. So as of now, there is a vaccine for COVID, and yes, we are offered the vaccine at the job. I, however, have declined it because I don't know. I'm not against vaccinating. All my kids are vaccinated and things like that, but this is a new vaccine, and I don't know what's, I joke with my coworkers and I say, I'm like, you guys know, have y'all not seen I Am Legend? Have y'all not seen zombie movies of how things start? Like, just joking. But at the same time, I did hear that there was an effect, a couple, I don't know how many cases of it, where somebody has suffered Bell's palsy. And if you guys look at this side of my face, I have already suffered that. And I don't know if getting this vaccine would trigger it again, because we didn't know what triggered it the first time. So yes, that explains why this side is more I don't even want to say laxed or lazy than this side. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. They are gonna continuously offer it until there's no more available, but I don't know. I'm on the fence about it, and I work in healthcare, and COVID is scary. It is terrifying, but I don't know if I'm ready to get vaccinated yet. I think I want to wait a little longer to see, and you can call me ignorant for that or whatever, but that's my choice, and I'm not going to beat anybody up for their choices on whether they want to do it or not, But, yeah, I'm going to eat and get to work and maybe let you guys follow me around a little bit. But I will see y'all later. Peace.